Hi, I'm Miss Honey, and today we will talk about the properties of a well written text. But before we start, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you won't miss my video uploads. In this lesson, we will talk about text organization and the mechanics of correctly using the English language. Before we start, do you agree with Stephen King, a popular novelist? He said that if you want to be a writer, you must do two things above all others: to read a lot and write a lot. In the first lesson or in the previous lesson, the connections of between reading and writing were actually established. Now let's talk about the organization of text, specifically organization of ideas, coherence, and cohesion. In terms of the organization of ideas, a text is considered properly organized if it follows the usual order of parts: the introduction, body, and conclusion. A text is organized that helps to guide the reader logically through it. This property makes a text readable and its message clear. Thus, the structure provides the framework upon which the text is organized. The introduction is important because, aside from the title or the headline, it is what the audience first reads. It contains the thesis statement and the general direction of where the written material or the written text is headed. It must also be impactful, interesting, and enticing to attract the reader's attention and make them continue reading until the last part. Now, the body contains the sub-ideas that support the thesis statement. It may contain citations from different resource materials, data, numbers, and other ideas. And the conclusion restates the thesis statement. It responds or reemphasizes the topic, and it contains a summary or a general conclusion. It is important because the reader might get lost while reading through the body, and the conclusion may serve as a sort of reminder of the core idea of the written material. In this example, let's try to identify the thesis statement from the introduction of the article, Social Media and Teens: How Does Social Media Affect Teenagers' Mental Health, by Kate Hurley. In the example, the first sentence of the introduction contains the thesis statement that shows exactly what the paper will be about and will help the readers keep track of the ideas that will be presented. In this example, let's try to identify the topic, supporting, and concluding sentences from the body of the article. The topic sentence of the body is found in the first sentence of the first paragraph. It states that there's difficulty in getting materials related to social media because its content is constantly changing. For the supporting statements in the body, two studies from the University of Pittsburgh and UCLA were cited, written in paragraphs 2 and 3. The concluding sentence of the body is in the last sentence, and commonly there are phrases that would hint at the conclusion, such as bottom line, in conclusion, to summarize, etc. In this example, let's try to identify the response to the thesis statement, sentence summary, and closing statements from the conclusion of the article. In the conclusion of the article, the authors seem to be calling for action from the readers by helping the teens learn how to balance their social media world and real-life events by having honest communication, disconnecting on weekends, and other things. Next, to achieve a well-organized text, there must be coherence in the text. The root word of coherence is cohere, which means to stick together or to come together. And according to Yule 2008, coherence is everything fitting together well. This refers to the quality of a text being logical and consistent, which makes the readers understand the text. Let's look at the following examples. The two paragraphs are about the same topic, but which one is easier to understand and why? Paragraph 2 has cohesion because all ideas of the sentences are related to each other In paragraph 1, the cross-out sentence is not directly related to the thesis statement, which is about sleep. Next, to achieve a well-organized text, there must be cohesion in the text. Cohesion refers to the quality of a text that appears as a single unit through the elements found in each sentence that tie statements together. And to achieve cohesion, certain methods are used, like using the same words or synonyms all throughout the paragraph or the article. Although redundancy must be avoided, and so reference words may be used as well. There are also transitional devices for a smooth flow of ideas and for easy descriptions of how ideas relate to each other. Other things you could do to achieve cohesion is using substitution and ellipsis. Look at the example. The word sleep is substituted with it and such. Sleep was repeated once and also substituted with an almost synonymous word, which is rest, and an ellipsis was used. In the same example, the phrase without enough sleep was substituted with this. Also, the phrase impair your abilities was substituted with get stabilized. There were transition words used like in addition and also, meaning there's another idea presented. To summarize the first part, the ideas of an organized text. To summarize the first part, the ideas of an organized text are arranged as introduction, body, and conclusion so that readers could easily follow the ideas. Next, coherence allows the text to appear logical, while cohesion ensures a smooth flow of ideas. Organized text, cohesion, and coherence are three properties of a well-written text. I hope you learned something today and see you next time until the next lesson. Bye!